What's the deal? It's your boy J Mike. Like I said and like I promised, I will be posting commentary and all of my training videos leading up to IPF Worlds in Calgary. Tonight, I actually tried something a little bit different than I've never really messed with it before. I did box squats. I did it with a regular bar. Not really sure on exactly how to perform these, but it's been something that a few people have recommended over the last couple of months or whatever. So I decided to start implementing it. Now, I get a lot of shit for my squat not being so good, or the fact that my squat and bench are only 100 pounds apart. Um, what if most of you guys who follow me know that I was a dunker, like a high end dunker. He jumped from the free throw line type guy at 240, 250 pounds. So the overall toll that it took on my body over the years has just made it very difficult for me to squat, just based on my knees and how my legs feel, and also the fact that I'm 40 years old. And uh, so what I wind up doing is squatting when I feel well, and if I feel well, I squat. And I've gone up to 727 in training, and my last meet I was able to get up to 712. Now, we're preparing for IPF Worlds. Last year didn't do as well as I wanted to, and mostly was because they lost my luggage. I was actually scrambling and hustling up equipment all the way up into warm-ups. Didn't have a belt, didn't have socks. Only thing I had was a singlet. So my squat was all over the place. Didn't have my squat shoe that I normally squat in. So I squatted in flats, and it made it very difficult for me to hit depth, and almost bombed out. But still managed to win the 2017 IPF Worlds in Belarus. So this year I'm going back to defend my title, and I want to make sure that I don't have a problem with depth. Um, it looks like, based on the nominations, if I hit a 650-pound squat, this thing should pretty much be over. It's just more about managing, making sure I do the numbers that I'm capable of doing. Now, in tonight's video, you'll see that I only did 275 pounds for 5 sets of five, to a box. And mainly because it's the first time I've ever done this movement. I thought I was getting the hang of it a little bit. It was really easy. So what I'm gonna do is add this movement in once a week, 5 by 5, and I'm gonna go up a plate each week. I'm roughly 8 weeks out. Um, Obviously not gonna get up to 8 plates on each side with reds, but if I can get up to 700 pounds to a box, I feel pretty comfortable about where I should be come IPF Worlds. Now, if I'm able to get to 700 pounds, world records will fall, with the total being 940. I mean, actually, it's 920 kg right now. So that's well within my striking range and well under what my career max was, what I put up in January, which was 935 or something like that. But anyway, I'm about to link you guys, or about to put the workout in for tonight, the 5 by 5, and have a little commentary on it. So tomorrow we will be doing some form of deadlift. Might bring out the wagon wheels, and like I said, I'm starting at 3 plates. Or actually, I started at 2 plates. So I most likely will start at 2 or 3 plates on the wagon wheels for a 5 by 5 as well. And one last thing, I'm dealing with some weird shoulder, scapula, back issues right now. I had got treatment earlier today, and I have a treatment scheduled for tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So I'm really just trying to free this stuff up, man. Like, I get dead on, and also I get a radiating pain anytime I put the bar on my back. So I'm playing with high bar. I'm doing a bunch of different things. But if you guys are wondering why my squat, videos aren't as consistent, or I don't really post them, is because it's rarely that I'm able to squat just due to the pain. But just post this up so you guys can have a little better understanding of what's going on with this entire prep. It's not only for you guys, but it's also for me, so that when I go back, I can also track and see how I was actually training for these different years and these different preps. But like I said, I'm about to put the workout into this video later. All right, here we go. This is my warm up. Started off with 165 on the bar. This is the first time I've ever done this movement, so I'm really just trying to get a feel for the actual exercise. It's kind of funky. Not sure, the box may have been a little too low for the first time you ever trying this, but I had a really bad pain in my upper back that I got treatment for earlier today, but the show must go on. So that was pretty much the warm up, and I just went straight to 2 reds, which is 275 pounds. And after this set, I determined this would probably be the best weight to start this particular movement with. 5x5 with this, for me, is pretty good for the fact that I've never done this movement and just trying to get a good rhythm in executing this particular movement. It's 25 reps that I would have normally not have done, so it has to be a positive. So set 1 went well, and then set 2, pretty much just trying to get a feel for where I am. I actually think that I will be able to get up to 700 pounds before I leave for Calgary. And if I do, I'll have all the confidence in the world when 700 pounds is put on the bar once the meet starts. So this is pretty much me just taking everything step by step. These reps actually, I think, will perform closer to what they should look like. So I'm pretty happy with it from that standpoint. So like I said, just trying to get an idea of what I need to do, try to take them serious, keeping my chest up, because I have a tendency to my squat to break down and wind up using my back a lot of times. So this is pretty good for me, more or less just to stay disciplined. And I'm squatting 3 times a week, so I think this is going to be something nice to add to the mixture of what I'm currently doing. I believe this is the 4th set. Everything is going by pretty good. Just taking it nice and easy, just learning the motion. So I look forward to adding, a plate to 50 pounds per time out doing this. So I have like 8 weeks. And like I said before, I'm not going to be able to get to 8 reds, but if I can get close to 700 pounds doing this movement, I like my chances in Calgary. And like I said, if I get to 700 pounds, it's time to shut the door on the competition and, go after that Masters world record, as well as a top all-time total for the Open as well. Try to get a top 10, top 15 all-time total. But this is pretty much the commentary. Be on the lookout for tomorrow's workout, which will be a pull workout on the wagon wheels. All right, later.